We are back, family. I hope everybody can hear me. We are here. Somebody wrote in the chat they couldn't hear me, so we had to restart the live. You know what I mean? Hopefully they let us be great. They let us be great. You know what I mean? We have a special guest today. You know what I mean? Definitely a good sister. You know what I mean? We met, so we was on our way to get to the money. You know what I mean? Networking. And that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Your network is your network, family. Whoa. We got a
Y'all
chairwoman
see
coming
me?
on the
No, I
call.
don't want that.
Can you
Can
hear me,
y'all see me?
sis? Yes, yes. I can see you. You can hear me?
Hello.
What's going on, family? How the hell are you?
Oh my goodness, I'm good. How are you, bro?
Phenomenal, man. Phenomenal. Let me give you the proper introduction, right? Like I said, I met this lady on the plane. We was on our way to a convention, you know what I mean, to hear value and take in value. What I see on her page is she's very determined, right? She's very much of a go-getter. She's not gonna let whatever circumstances that we may go through stop her from getting where she gotta go. You know what I mean? And I it's my pleasure to actually, introduce this lady. And Des, let them know what's going on, let them know where you're from, let's get into them. Let's get the interview popping.
Let's get into it. Yes. Well, it is my pleasure to be on here. I know you have been doing your thing with these read, remember, repeats. I've loved it from day one. I'm pretty sure you started that like right after the convention, did you not?
Yes,
I think you
yes.
started that right after. We were talking about that on the plane. And mind you, we met over a book, okay? Because I seen the book that my guy had. All
See what
right.
I'm saying?
Okay, we
Mm-hmm.
met over some literature. So
Mm-hmm.
I saw the book that he had, and I believe it was Building an Empire, right?
Yes,
I'm pretty sure
yes.
what the book it was. And yeah, so that's when we met again. Sorry, y'all. My name is Dezerai Monet. Okay. I am from Massachusetts, not too far from Boston.
Oh.
I'm 24 years old. I have a 5-year-old son, my baby, my heart, my king. And I've really just been in the entrepreneur space since 2020, really, like, diving all in since 2020. Before that, I guess I was always an entrepreneur at heart. I just never knew that. I didn't know what it was. And can we be real and transparent on here? We can be real, right? We can be
Always,
transparent,
always.
right?
That's what it's here for.
Right. So, coming from where I'm from, entrepreneur, I did not know that that was like a real thing. It was a real industry. I thought entrepreneur was somebody, I'm in between jobs right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in between jobs, or,
Mm-hmm.
I'm hustling, and it's not always hustling the good way. You feel what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
So, that's where I was coming from with it. But, in 2020, I really feel like God, sat me down, and with everybody, the pandemic, but I really believe that God sat me down and really reminded me, like, who I was and what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because before that, I was like going to school to be a dental assistant, right? And that was my way of going to school, getting something good. You know what I'm saying? You got a certificate, you're certified in something. I can make my kid proud. Ain't no dentist in the family. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was going to be, my realm. But like I said, in 2020, God sat me down and was like, no, baby, we got more for you. We got more for you to do. And that's where entrepreneurship came from. So, I'm here. I met you, and we've been tight ever since, hitting each other back and forth, always
Yes,
checking in, making
yes.
sure, things are good. So I'm definitely happy to be here on this live with you right now, to be supporting and just giving back with you, bro.
Yo, Des, I appreciate you, man, because it's crazy. Like, I figured things went, that way for a reason during 2020, you know what I mean? Because that's when I kind of jumped into, entrepreneurship, network marketing, digital entrepreneurship. And
Yeah, yeah.
what it taught us was just like, it's more out there. It's more
Yes.
out there, more friends, more good relationships, more business partners, like, and that is key because let's say you was, doing the dental assistant, you kind of like in the vicinity all day. You're not being able to go out and reach as many people as you want. So I think that's really dope, sis. And it's crazy how God works, you know what I mean? Because we here now.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
he work, you know what I mean? So
Hey.
for sure, you know, we're gonna get into the questions. Um, when and where were you born?
When and where? All right. So I was born 1997, you know what I'm saying, 24 years old. I was born in Cape Cod, so it's like about an hour or so from Boston, hour and some change, you know what I'm saying, depending on how you drive it. Um, you know what I'm saying, Cape Cod Hospital. So yeah, that's where I'm from. But you know, I've bounced around all over Cape. I've lived in Boston, a bunch of different states. I've lived in Rhode Island. You know, really just been here for a while. Though my family's been here for a while. My mom's from New York, New York City. She was born in Cleveland, Ohio, but she grew up in New York. And my dad is originally from Boston. So we just been in that vicinity for now. You know.
That's mean. That's mean. Um, let's jump right into the books, right? We're gonna get into some more, but we're gonna jump into the books real quick. You know what I mean? We got some more questions for you.
There.
What is the book that opened the keys to new doors?
I've been waiting for this, okay? I've been waiting for this because I love that, you know, you were like, oh, I want you to get on here. I would love to interview you and talk to you about some books. And I was like, this is perfect because I've been looking for a space or some type of, you know, video or something to do about this book. And what happened to you?
What happened to you? Nice.
What happened to you, okay?
Ooh.
By Bruce D. Perry, MD, and Oprah Winfrey, okay? Now, this book right here, when I tell you, I opened it and when I first started reading, I'm just like, wow, just wow. And the only thing I can say about it is, wow, it makes sense.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, this is the type of, the reason why I say that is because this is a type of book that, you know, if you have experienced trauma, if you're going through trauma right now, if you know somebody that has, and at the end of the day, if you're human, you've gone through trauma. You've gone through some type of trauma. Well, whether it be little t trauma or big T trauma, right? And that's what makes the book, the difference between the two. Now, do you know the difference between little T and big T trauma?
I mean, I'm guessing small trauma and big trauma. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Yeah,
basically.
yeah. Let's go.
Right, right.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, it's like explaining the differences, but understanding that, like, at the end of the day, trauma is trauma. And the reason why you are the way you are is not because something is wrong with you, and it's not because you're sick or you're bad. It's because of what happened to you. And because of what happened to you, the neural pathways and the synapses and everything inside of your brain have been formed a certain way.
Yes.
And, you know, this book really puts in perspective, you know, what happened to you and how it can make sense of where you are today. You know, and I think they do a great job. It's Oprah telling stories about, you know, her life and real life stories. And then it's the doctor coming and giving us the science, the book work, the real ish, okay, that's in there, what's going on in our brains. And it's starting from child development, right? So I think for me, you know, my whole everything, my whole motto, the reason why I do what I do is healing, right? I have my business, PMG, preparation, manifestation, and growth. And our slogan is here to heal, right? It's healing first. Because for me, you know, I grew up, it was rough. It was rough out here, okay? It was rough. So, you know, I've been through big T trauma, the little T trauma. And my, you know, biggest thing, what I want to do is break the chains of poverty, oppression, and addiction in my family and in my communities. So with this book, it really broke open for me like, wow, okay, we got to go to the root. We got to get to like really what's going on before we can even do anything on the surface for, you know, the people that are around us.
Yes, yes. Oh man, sis, you jumped right in saucy. Like, you know what I mean? So I kind of
Awesome.
already knew. I felt you was gonna give him the sauce. You know what I mean? I see you posting books and you know what I mean? It's just like sometimes what you eat is exactly what you shit. Not like, you know, trying to get on a, you know what I mean? But it's you taking in that good information and it's coming out. You know what I mean? It's seeping through the pores.
Amen.
What was your favorite part of the book?
Honestly, I'm like a big nerd, okay? I'm a big nerd vibes over here, okay? So for me, it was really science behind everything. And listening to this doctor really take Oprah's experiences and the things that she was sharing and the stories and him being like, look, this is why. You know what I'm saying? Like I can show you a little bit in the book. They give like, you know, real diagrams and like just explanations of what is going on. like in your
Yes.
brain and in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real deal in here. Okay, like
Yeah, they not just talking to you, they showing you.
they're showing you. And you see me, I'm
Mm.
highlighted up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm
yes, yes.
studying over here.
Yeah, yeah, you
This
got
is
to.
what we need to get into.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's my favorite
Yeah.
part of the book, really like looking at the science and being like, and for myself, looking at me, looking at my past and my struggles and the things that I've been through and the things that I'm fighting and being like, oh baby, like your brain and your body is doing the things that it's supposed to do. Like, and I think that's a big thing, you know, being transparent and open with y'all and talking, you know, on this live, you know, things that you go through, sometimes we go through things that, you know, we could have stopped or we could have, you know, not been through if we would have made certain decisions. And sometimes we have to forgive ourselves in, you know, those spaces. And sometimes forgiving yourself as well is also forgiving your mind and your body for reacting and doing things the way that they did because of what was in front of you and the way that you have now processed things because of your past, right? And they talk about that in the book. You know, when something happens to you, it goes to the lowest part of your brain first and then to your cortex. And your cortex is where all the reasoning is and the understanding and you being able to make rational decisions. The lowest part of your brain is that primitive part. And that primitive part of your brain is where everything is filtered through from past experiences. Right. So that's what we have to learn, is how to get past that primitive part into our cortex so we can make those rational decisions. The only way we're going to do that, though, is if we're healing what's here. You can't get there if you're not getting through what's here, you know?
Correct, correct. That is so dope, man. Like, I'm gonna get that book, man, because that's not,
Yes,
you know,
please.
we read all the other books, but it's something about that one that you just like, it's coming straight at me, you know what I mean? Um,
Yes.
which passages do you reread a lot in that book?
So I just finished it. So I just got done literally yesterday. I finished, read the last chapter and everything. But right now, you know, I think I'm just gonna go back to the spaces that I highlighted, right? And that's something that I really encourage everybody to do while you're reading. You know, I encourage you to take a highlighter and highlight the points that make sense to you, highlight the points that jump out to you and are like, okay, I need to go back to this, or I need to dive deeper. Because it's speaking to something in you, right? We're
Mhm.
reading books and these books are like, you know, telling us things about ourselves and we're learning things about ourselves at the same time. So definitely, I think for me, I'm just going to go back into those highlighted, you know, spots that I went into. And I'm probably going to, you know, make some content, you know, reproduce from this book, you know, on my Instagram. Because like you said, it's all about healing over here. It's all about
Yeah.
giving value and things like that. So from the
Yes.
things that I read, I think that's really just what I'm going to do, you know, just give it back, give it back.
Yes. Yes. Would you want to read another book by the author, or just, you know, follow him?
Yeah. So what's amazing is that at the end of this book, there are, you know, his studies. He's a doctor, right? He's a doctor. He's a neuropsychologist, I believe. Don't quote me, you know, look it up. But I believe it's called the neuropsychologist. Okay.
Yes.
And in the
Yes.
back of the book, he gives like different resources and things of his research and of his work and the things that he's done. And it's like, okay, so now, you know, I told you big nerd vibes. I can go back in there and really like dive into his work and what he's done as well. So I
Yeah.
definitely think I'm going to do that. And of course, you know, we got Oprah on here doing her thing. So, you know, I got to dive into some more of the queen, most definitely.
Oprah is a big, big influence for our culture. Nobody did it like Oprah, so yeah, I do believe she has the source for us. And isn't that powerful that you can just go right back into the book that
Yes.
you have, and you can just like go right back into it. You know what I mean? That's amazing.
And,
Like,
and I think, you know, we take for granted, you know, books. We take for granted reading. Like, and I know for me, when I was younger, my grandmother, one of her biggest things for me was when I had a birthday or some type of occasion and I was getting like a prize or something, whatever, it was, let's go to Barnes and Noble and pick out a book. You know what I'm saying? Let's go sit down and read. And I used to, you know, I used to love to read, but I really took that for granted. And now I sit there and I understand that saying like, girl, go sit down and read a book. Like, I wish my ass was going to sit down and read a book much earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, right, right.
okay, gems.
Yes, 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 yes. Shit. Are there any lingering questions from the book you're still thinking about?
Honestly, I feel like the lingering questions is just really, I want to dive deeper into me now. I want to dive deeper into my, this book. It's like, aha, the light bulb went off, right? And it's like, all right, it makes sense. But now it's like, okay, take that next step and really let's try to apply this. Let's try to pick this apart. What is going on with you? You know, and I can say in my first year of entrepreneurship, like, I got shown some things, okay? I got shown some things in my
Mm-hmm.
first year of entrepreneurship and really trying to change my life and become the best version of myself. And I feel like, especially in this last year, I noticed some things about myself that I didn't like. You know what I'm saying? I noticed some things about myself that wasn't really the best. And I didn't really know how to cope with that. I'm like, okay, I don't like this, but this is how I am. And I don't know how to change it yet. So now I'm stuck in a space where I'm like, how do I get out this body that I don't want to be in? You know what I'm saying? Like, hello, like, I don't do all, you know?
Whoa, that's
But
real. That's real.
now it's like, you know, with reading this book as well, it's like, okay, it's making sense. And now it's just, all right, but we got to sit down and really pick it apart. And we got to realize, you know, certain wounds that require stitches will not be fixed with band-aids. And that's just what it is.
Right.
That's just what it is. You cannot sit there and try to patch something up that is supposed to be fixed with some stitches, boo. Like, you got to really dive deep. And I think that, you know, in this time, our world right now, with everything that is going on, you know, we really need to dive deeper into ourselves, because nothing is going to change with anybody else or anything around us until we do that, you know. And that's why I'm grateful for the spaces like, you know, read, remember, repeat, and, you know, the
Yes.
organization are a part of, because we get to do that, you know.
Yo, sis, listen, I'm gonna say this now, right? We're gonna need you back on the show, even, you know what I mean? Even a few months from now, because the source you given, and I want to see your growth. Like, I want to see it, you know what I mean? I want to be there and just make sure, like, I seen that happen, because God does it for every one of us, you know what I mean? He does it for every one of us. And one thing that stood out that you said was, the fact that you can't just, like, you know, you wanted to get out of the body, like, because what was taught to the body now becomes the flesh, right? So in order for you to heal, is like, you would have to really take those emotions in.
Yeah.
And soak in them.
Yeah. Soak in
And
it. Ooh, say that. Say that.
soak in the emotions, you know what I mean? And then figure a way out, you know what I mean? Because those emotions were embedded in your flesh by just the years of living.
Yes.
Now, I mean,
Yes.
it's still things where you can hate, and it's like, you know, you want to get those emotions and things out of you, and it's like, how do you get them out? You know what I mean? Let them happen. Think positively. That's good stuff, sis. That's fucking
Yeah.
great stuff, right? So I know you got into some causes, right? Self-help, healing.
Yeah.
What other causes are you, what causes are you most passionate about, period?
Listen, what am I most passionate? Honestly, I think one of the biggest things that I am most passionate about, and, you know, that I want to do, is helping, you know, adolescents and young adults through that rough patch of life, you know. And something about me, part of my story, you know, I was in the foster care system, you know, I was in the residential programs, the DYSs and the, you know, all them programs and things like that. And through that time, you know, I felt like I was supposed to be there, obviously, because of the things that were happening, but I was very different from the people that were there. And in that, you know, I was more so like a covering in those spaces. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, you know, a light in those spaces, and where it was so dark. And I'm like, you know, coming from those spaces, I feel like it is my calling and it is my duty to put myself back there and give back what I have learned, you know, because I was the problem kid. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, I had my son. I was 18 when I had my son, you know, and that in itself, I was graduation, pregnant, cap and gown. You know what I'm saying? That in itself was
Still
something.
did it though.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Amen. Amen. I still did it, you know? And, you know, so that in itself was a lot, but I really feel a passion for, you know, dealing with young men and young women that are going through those stages of life that really, like, it's rough. Like, it is really rough. And like, we really don't have guidance out here, and guidance in terms of somebody that was in those trenches. You know what I'm saying? And especially with the things that I'm learning now, diving into the financial markets and learning how to bring, you know, Wall Street to Main Street, I want to be able to bring that to my community and bring that to the young adults before they get to a point where they have to burn themselves out and run themselves ragged in the hamster wheel. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you know, that is huge. That being with the adolescents, the young adults, providing spaces and opportunities for them to be able to grow and cultivate their talents, you know, the things that they love to do, the things that they aspire to be, you know, because it be rough out here. This world will like try to take that all from you. You know, the enemy will try to take that all from you. And, you know, we need people in spaces where these young people can come, and not even just young people. Being a 24-year-old mother to a 5-year-old son, I'm realizing sometimes, like, damn, like, I was grown. Like, hard, and you just need somebody to lean on that can be like, all right, I was there, let me come help you, let me come walk you through that, right? And I'm grateful that, you know, I have support system and I have people that, you know, are going to be there for me. But I know there's people that don't. You know, I am blessed to have the support system I do with my son. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of mothers don't have that, you know, and I want to be able to provide that because I've been in those spaces.
Yo, sis, that's dope, man. And I believe you are definitely gonna change some people's lives, right? Because we don't want to
Think
think small, right? We gotta think
no.
big, like, you know what I mean? We're gonna change some people's lives, you know what I mean? This call right here is changing some people's lives, you know what I mean? When they see it, if they on whatever's going on, they you're gonna change some lives because yeah, man, we pushing that positive energy. So we met, you know what I mean? We met actually going on a plane, catching a flight. What is your favorite travel destination so far?
Oh my goodness. You know, what's crazy is, you know, I have in my life being a part of this business. You know, before that I never really traveled. Last year I just was able to get my passport, so now your girl is really trying to travel. Okay, your girl trying to be out. So I haven't really been to too many places, but definitely I love Atlanta. I love Texas. Definitely Florida is beautiful.
Oh
But
man,
yeah,
amazing.
many places, but definitely down south. I love being down south. Down south is definitely a love for me. I'm not for the cold. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the north and anything like that, and it's all that, but I'm not for this. This was not. The cold weather is not for me. I'm supposed to be in tropics, Caribbean somewhere, you know what I'm saying? This is not for me.
And the follow up with that was, is there a place you want to go that you haven't?
Yes. I mean, ultimately I want to go to Africa so bad. I want to go to Africa so bad, so bad. And another place that I want to go to is Greece as well. Just how beautiful it looks. So I think my top two right now would definitely, just off the top of my head, would be Africa and Greece, most definitely.
Me. Why?
Oh my gosh, honestly, because we're in America, you know, and I've never been outside of anywhere, you know what I'm saying? But Africa, because I just feel when I think of Africa, I really do think of home, motherland. I think of peace. I think of, you know, people of the sun. Like, I think of, you know what I'm saying, just roots. And I want to be in that space. That's where I want to be. I want to know that space. I want to feel that space, you know? And Greece has just always looked beautiful to me. I just I've seen it in pictures, seeing it online, anywhere. Greece has just always looked beautiful to me since I was a little girl. So definitely those two.
Dope, dope, dope. What is your educational background? I know you said you got your diploma. So was there
Yes,
any
yes.
more schooling? You know,
Yeah.
I believe in self education, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, explain to us what was your education background, because it's important for people to know that you can
Yeah.
still do things whether you finished or you didn't finish, you know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So for me, yeah, I graduated high school and pregnant with my baby. That was such a beautiful accomplishment for me. So after that, I did go to a community college, where I'm from, community college for it was about 2 years. I studied interpersonal communication, human services, and stuff like that. Excuse me, sorry. And so I did that for about 2 years. Ended up actually becoming homeless in that time with my son. So we ended up homeless and ended up going into a shelter. So at that time we were in a shelter and I just ended up working. I was like, I ain't got time to worry about that right now. I got to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? And after, working for, a few months there, about a year, about a year. After that, I wanted to become a dental assistant. I was like, I got to find something. I was working at Dunkin' Donuts and I was like, listen, like, I got to do something else. I got to do something with my mind. Like, I can't, what I'm saying? And that's no shade on Dunkin' Donuts because listen to me. I found a new respect for them workers at Dunkin' Donuts. Thank you very much. Working up in there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's no shade. But for me, it was just like, I knew I needed more. I knew I needed something else. And I was in this shelter and I was like, I made promises to my baby. Okay. At 18 years old when I had this little boy. All right. And it was rough. Like both of us, it was very rough. We'll get into that story another time, but both of us almost died, okay, during his birth. We can talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But you know
God
what I'm
bless
saying?
y'all. God bless y'all. For real.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, God is good. God is so good. But I made some promises to my baby. So I was like, I need to do more. I want to be doing more, So I reached out and started doing, the dental assisting. I got into that and I got licensed. Before I even graduated the dental school, I ended up getting licensed. I was quick with that 4.0 GPA. Give me my thing. Let me go. Right. It was a 9-month course. So I
Let's
was like,
go.
let me get and so I finished that. And after that, it was COVID. COVID hit.
Mm.
And when COVID hit, I was supposed to be doing my externships and everything like that. And, getting out into the field. But then, like I said, God sat me down. And, I went through a really rough time in my life where, like, talk about stripped bare and had to, like, really be like, God, where am I at? What am I doing? And what is this life right now? Because I'm lost. I don't know what is happening. And you just hit me with COVID. So I don't even know what's really good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she going crazy. We're going crazy.
like, it's wicked out here right now. What is going on? Like,
nah, that's me. That's crazy.
so, it was a lot. So, at that time, and then, it was entrepreneurship. I really started created social media platforms, started really reaching out to different people and reaching out with these amazing people. And, of course, now I'm able to meet you and, further down the line. And if I want to go back to school,
All right, sis, we need you back. A little breaking up there. Everybody stay tuned. Bear with sis, you know what I mean? We got this. Devil be working. Devil be working. You know what I mean? Sis jumping back in. Yeah. See, she left. She about to jump right back in, family. No worries. When the interview gets saucy, it tends to do that. They tend to want to knock us out or play with this service.
see me?
Yes, yes. You back, sis. That tend to happen when it's getting saucy. No worries.
When it's getting saucy, you see what happens.
When it's getting saucy, it tends to happen. I noticed that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? I
That's
hope
whatever.
everybody else
We
on the
back.
call is cool
We
with
back.
it. Right, we back. They can't stop greatness. You know what I mean? Let's go.
Period.
Let's go.
But yeah, so where was it? Yeah, so in meeting you, whatever. So, now I'm here. And like the one thing I will say about school, school in general is if you have a plan and you're going to do something and you know where you're going and you know what I'm saying, you're becoming a profession, like you know what you're doing, go ahead and go to school. But if you're just going to school and you don't know what you're doing and you about to end up in thousands and thousands of dollars of debt, baby, there is a different way. There are multiple different ways that you can go get it. And nobody talks about really starting your own business because nobody teaches us about it. right? And that's why I believe, you know, me and you are here doing what we're doing, because we need to let our people know what's going on.
Correct. Yeah, man. It's a lot of, you gotta have intention. And a lot of the times we're living and moving around without intention. But you got to really ask yourself, is this something that I want to do? Is it just for $1? Is it, you know, can I see the next 10 years unfolding doing this? You know what I mean?
Right.
And vision is key, you know what I mean? So you got to take time sometime to look and see if the vision is unfolding or can, you know what I mean? That's deep, sis. What is your favorite thing about your career or industry? Your favorite?
My favorite.
We know, of course, networking is that right there. To me is like, I love meeting people now. Like everywhere I go, I'm meeting people. I seen somebody that was there. We went to I don't know if y'all went to the mastermind, but when we was there, it was a mastermind out there. And basically where everybody got together, it was like 200 people in one house. And they was telling us, they was like, go meet everybody that's there. Like literally take everybody's Instagram that's in the house. You don't know where that can lead you, right? And it was one dude, and I ain't gonna lie, his name is KD. That's my man though. I like KD. You know what I mean? He be with Neno, he under Neno, or whatever the case may be, like under his mentorship. But I seen him introduce himself to every single person. He walked up to them and said, hey, how's it going? My name is such and such. Hey, how's it going? My name is such and such. Hey, how's it going? My name is, and I was like, wow. Like, sheesh, like, you know what I mean? The power of that was just like, bro, I'm from the hood. You know, we don't really even speak to people like that. You know what I mean? So we still got some more growing to do, but
listen to me and look, yo, what is so crazy about that right there in this book? I wish I wrote down the page number, but it talks about that, like people from the north or whatever, like we just so cold, like just cold, right? And you go down south and they talk about that, you know, the southern hospitality and how everybody's nice and greets you and everything. But here, and that's really because it's really a conditioning, and how many people like we see on a day-to-day basis. You got to think sometime, well, not in all spaces now, but a lot of times in the south it's more like close-knit, you know. Out here it's like everybody is everywhere and it's like everything, you know what I'm saying?
A bunch of people. Yeah, it's normal to walk by somebody. Yeah.
And it's like literally that this book, that's why it's so important. This book goes into that, like people in certain regions are literally programmed a certain way. Their brains are programmed a certain way to act a certain way. Like, and I keep saying a certain way, but like, it's literally like it's programmed that way because of what they've been through, the way that they interact with people, the things that have happened. Like, it's crazy.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, that's a crazy thing, man, because that's definitely a good good way to put it, excuse me. What are some of your hobbies or other hobbies you enjoy?
So recently again, I just took up coloring, like abstract, like literally just coloring, pencils, crayons, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, my wife said the other day, she said, I just want to color. I said, yo, like speak on that. Just speak on that. Speak on that.
With my son, we sat down, we got some of these these coloring books, and it was like there's a bunch of like, it's like abstract art, you know what I'm saying? So like it's a bunch of different like shapes and like just weird things that you can color in and like make your own. And we just sat down, put on some gospel music and was coloring, singing songs, and like it was the most relaxing, peaceful thing, like so therapeutic, like right before bed too, and then went to bed after. Like it was so nice. So I feel like, you know, I'm getting into more things. I feel like along the way, like I've really lost what my hobbies were and what I love to do and, you know, what is fun to me, you know. And I feel like in this season of my life now, I'm being reminded of that, and that's being poured out of me, pulled out of me. You know, I was just talking to my grandmother, and, you know, we were talking about, you know, I used to love pottery. and, you know, like making things out of clay and like origami and stuff like that, and remembering those things that you used to love to do that you may now, it may have changed a little bit, you know what I'm saying, because of life or things that may be going on. So like I'm getting back into those things, you know, remembering those things. But, you know, yeah, coloring, definitely. I've been coloring a lot. And music is always that go-to.
Oh man, that is amazing, sis. That's so good for you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for
Yeah.
just finding that, because at the
Thank
same
you.
time, like we want money, we want all this stuff, but when do you quiet it down and
Mm,
just like I'm good right here, like
mm.
my vibration is beautiful right here. You know what I mean?
It's so hard. And I'm like, I'm not even going to sit here and downplay it. I'm not even going to sit here and act like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, it's hard to sit down and quiet your mind and not be trying to do X, Y, and Z, pick up your phone, worry about this, worry about what the next person's going to say and who's going to do this. And it's a lot, you know, and especially, you know, if you have children, if you're in a home with other people, you know, it can be a lot, but you have to find ways. You have to. And I feel like I've learned that the hard way. You know, I was on my road doing my thing, thought everything was popping. And then those things will creep up on you quick and be like,
Yeah.
hey, boo, I'm still here. What you doing? What you
Yes.
doing? You know?
Yes. Yo, sis, I relate to that, man. I'm 30 years old. Don't feel 30, but at the same time, it's like I've been through some things, and like, you know what I
Mm,
mean? And it's like you in the hood, you living, you think you're supposed to live a certain way. Like
mm.
that whole agenda swallow you. You know what I mean?
Yes. The
And something
agenda.
as simple as coloring. Like that's why when I picked up a book, and it was pre-COVID, it was like before COVID. I've been read The Secret probably about 5 years before that, but like I like picked up a book, and it was just like, because I'm out here upstate now, and it's different, it's
Yeah.
more peace. So picking up the book actually gave me peace.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a new type of peace. And we jumped
Yeah.
into the business, and they was giving us all types of sauce and which books, which, so I'm like, all right, now I gotta update my library. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now we gotta, yo, yep.
Yes. Man,
Packing the
this is
arsenal.
crazy. This is crazy, man. This I'm hyped with this interview though. I
I
ain't gonna
am
lie. This is
too. I'm
dope,
loving
sis.
it.
This
I'm
is dope.
loving the interview. This is
Word.
a good one for real. We
Um,
definitely got to save this one.
yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Tell us more about motherhood and how you chase your dreams still, like how you still doing it, chasing your dreams.
Mm, yeah. You know, I'm new at this. You feel me? My baby is 5. My baby is 5 years old, so I'm still somewhat of a rookie out here, you know.
Right.
Um, and I want to say that because motherhood is not no joke. And that title, that's a title, baby, and that it comes with some weight on it. It comes with
Mm-hmm.
some weight on it.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, you know, like I've said, you know, I watch, you know, my support system and the way I am with my son and the way, you know, I have a village to help me, you know, and I
Yeah.
see the way that a lot of people and a lot of young mothers are treated and they don't have that, you know, and it gives me such a, you know, newfound respect and a fire up under my ass to be like, okay, we got to get right. And you know, you have the opportunity, you have the support, so you got to go chase that so that you can reach back and bring these women too. Because
Right.
who are you if you don't? Who are
Right.
you to not? You know? And
Mm-hmm.
so for me, you know, I'm still early in this, but I feel like what I've learned from my mother, you know, and she has 5 children. So what I've learned from my mother is
God bless my.
if you don't take care of you, you can't take care of them kids. If you don't take care of your mind, you cannot cultivate and mold the minds of your children.
Mm. Mm.
If you do not heal the broken pieces in you, you're going to bleed and break your children.
Mm. So
You
deep.
have to heal. You have to worry about you. All the moms, if any moms listen to this or are on here, mama, you have to worry about you. And it is, you have to put your child first. But you can't put your child first if you can't put nobody nowhere, because you don't have the audacity, the gumption, the gall to put anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't put
Yeah,
nobody first if you're not capable.
yeah, you'll just be beating the child, screaming at them,
Hello?
messing up their mental.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
And we want to talk, we want to talk down and everything about gentle parenting and, things like that. But it's like, why do we want to give our children the same as what we got? Isn't our job to give them better? Isn't our job to change the narrative? Now, I'm not saying let your kids be out here wilding. That's not what I'm saying,
Right.
okay?
Yeah, yeah.
And I will say at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I needed a couple of my ass beatings that I got back in the day, okay?
Right.
So I'm
Right.
not about to sit here in front. I'm not, okay? That's not what I'm about to do. But
Mm-hmm.
what I am going to say is we're learning now, right? And talk to your children. Be there for your children. Allow them to speak. Allow them to share, what's happening. Yes, you do have to explain now. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
It's not, oh, yeah, just because of it. No, like, you need to explain. You want your child to be able to have those communication skills and those developmental relational skills, right? Go get the buck, the developmental relational skills to speak with other people and build those relationships. It starts with us as parents. It starts with mommy and daddy building that relationship with that child.
Yes.
So motherhood and chasing my dreams, right now, I am really just focused on, I had my baby early. I had my baby when I was 18 years old, and we've been doing good. I've been doing a damn thing, if I do say so myself. My baby is happy, healthy, a king. He is smart, okay? He is the sweetest spirit, all right? But right now, I really just feel like I'm working on, healing, building the foundation, and really like laying a foundation for him to be able to step on solid, on 10 toes,
Let's go. I hear the confidence. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Amen.
It's funny because like kids are like we as humans now still can't figure life out.
Yo.
And why would you scream at that's a new human. They don't understand shit. Yo, they like, even if they do some shit, like, it's like, yo, bro, they really sincerely don't understand it. How about you show them instead of screaming at them, or like, you know what I mean, just straight disciplining them. And I remember getting my ass beat all the time. Sorry, mom.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't want to, but you know what I mean? Like, I remember that. She was a good mother. I love my mother to death. But just saying, just the way we grew up back in the day, it was belts and all that shit. You know what I mean?
I be trying to, and you know what? These grandparents is new, okay? How they be treating their grandchildren, all right? Are we gonna talk about it? Can we talk?
Yeah, let's do it, sis. All this is healing, yo. I'm telling you, all this is healing. No cut.
Listen to me. How these grandparents be doing these grandchildren, I be like, I know if you don't yoke him up the way you used to grab me by my neck.
Bro, like, so you automatically just gonna take your second chance mad sweetly, like, oh, this is what, like, hold on, what happened to me? Like, yo, like,
hello.
That's funny. That's mad funny.
But like I said, right?
But they are blessings, though.
Better. We want them to have better. Exactly.
Yes.
We want them to have better than we had. And truthfully, I'm grateful for the relationship that, my son has with his grandparents, for real. Yeah. So let me not.
They are blessings, man. The parents are blessings, man. Even with they whole, you know what I mean? They knew, you know what I mean? Come here, Ben. Because not for nothing, if we think down the line, I remember my mother telling me, like, I thought my grandma was the sweetest person in the world.
Mm.
But I remember my mother telling me stuff that just was like, yo, what? Like, yo, like.
You'd be like, nah. Yeah.
Never. Not my grandma's. Not this sweet
Not
lady.
my grandmother. Yes, your grandmother. Yes, your grandmother.
That's what's up, man. Can you think of any funny stories of your youth?
Oh my goodness. Funny stories of my youth. Whew. Let me see. Oh, okay. So on my teeth right here, on this tooth, I have a chip. Like, it's like chipped. You can't even barely see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Smile still. But
I'm saying, like,
You know what I'm saying? But there's a little tip right here. And one day, you know what I'm saying, we have like a fair every year, like, you know, where I'm from. We have like this little fair, county fair comes. And my grandmother, one time, she was coming to pick us up or whatever, right? So she was coming to pick us up and we're walking like back towards her car, but she was like driving behind us and she's seen us and she's honking, beep, beep, beep. We're like, oh shoot, there's grandma back. Hey. So she pulls in, right? And there's like a little way for us to run, like to go see her. So I'm like, all right, yeah, there's my grandma, right? And she got the light on, you know, in the car. She had the light on. So I'm like, oh, that's grandma back. So I'm running full speed, full speed. I run up, get to the car, bow, smack my face right on the window, like complete full face, everything right there. My grandmother starts dying, laughing. I'm like on the ground, like my mouth, like, yo, I didn't know the window was not down. Like I saw her, like I thought I could see
I'm
her.
sorry
You
for
know?
laughing, yo. I'm sorry for laughing. But I did ask for a funny story. You came with it. Yo,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
funny. That's what's up, though, man. That's what's up. How
Dented
would
the
you
smile, but you
describe
know
your
we still
cultural
good.
identity?
Crooked smiles, we good.
Yeah, look, man. You know what I mean? We holding on, man. You know what I mean? We doing
Period.
good out
Period.
here. You know what I mean? Word. How would you describe your cultural background?
My cultural background.
Your cultural identity. Your cultural identity. I want that sounds more like this. You know what I mean? Your
Period.
cultural identity.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, I'm black. I'm a black woman, first and foremost. That's what I am, you know. But I am mixed. I am a mixed baby. So
Okay.
I am black, white, Native American. And my little baby, I always thought, like my whole life, I swore I was like Spanish, you know what I'm saying? I thought I had a little Puerto Rican in there. Everybody always thought I was, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought, but I guess not, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess that wasn't, you know, in the pot when, you know, Jesus was mixing it up or whatever. But yeah, my baby got the little he the little Puerto Rican in the family. So
Okay.
we got that little mix in there too. So but
What's
yeah,
up, man? I
black,
got
white,
mixed.
Native American.
Yeah, man. I relate. I got mixed kids too, man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? How many siblings do you have? I know you said 5. Where do you fall in your family?
So I'm second. So it's my older sister, me, my younger sister, my brother, and then my youngest sister.
Okay. What is like your role? I know you like the second oldest, but what is like
Yeah.
your role? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's deep, you know, it's deep. But yeah, I'm the second oldest. So, you know, for a long time, you know, those are my babies. Those are my babies. And, you know, I felt like, you know, I was the matriarch for a long time. I was like, you know, taking care of them for a long time. Um, but that's definitely, you know, it's for another life. We can get into that another time, you know. But yeah, so definitely I've always been, those are my babies. Those are my babies, definitely. They grown now. My brother's 18, my sister is 20. So, you know, they getting grown now. The little one she's 9. Yeah, she's 9. So they getting grown now. But yeah, those are my babies, my hearts, and it's all really for them, really just paving the way and trying to blaze the trail so that we can get this thing rocking, you know. Generational wealth.
Family, man. God bless the family. What
Yes.
are the most important values you want to teach your family?
Mm. The importance of healing and the importance of education, and not just formal education, but education from all different realms, you know, all different areas of the world, all different walks of life, you know. I feel like a lot of us have been closed off and cut off from a lot, you know, and you know, that's why my organization, you know, I named us the Wealth Conversation, because, you know, I want us to be having the wealth conversation across the globe, around the world, you know, breaking those barriers and being able to, you know, like Chris Terry says, bring Wall Street to Main Street, you know, bring it to the forefront and bring it
Yeah.
to our people, you know. So I really, 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 the biggest things that I want my family or anybody listening, anybody that is connected to me to know, you know, we have to heal and we have to get educated And not only do we have to get educated, but we have to apply the information that we learn about the healing and about the things that we take in from other walks of life.
Yep. Yep. That's amazing right there. Have you ever experienced a miracle or an answer to a prayer?
Oh, listen to me, baby. My life, my life, the fact that I am living, breathing, standing here right now is a miracle in itself. You know what I'm saying? Talk about praying mamas and praying grandmothers. Okay.
Yes.
Like, I
Yes.
shouldn't be here for real. I should not be here, but I am because God, God is real. And I'm going to tell you right there, if you don't know him, get to know him. And if you don't know him because of somebody else, you just understand that it was humanity that did that to you, not God. So
Mm.
go to
Mm.
meet him for yourself, you know, and build a relationship before anything else.
Yo, sis, you're gonna save some lives on this one, yo. No cap,
Man,
yo.
that's the goal.
Just
God
your
is good.
story and your confidence and everything you standing on. I respect it, yo. Real talk.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do you regret?
Oh, oh. Honestly, you know what? I feel like I said, you know, I'm on this journey of healing and really diving deeper into myself. And, you know, before, if somebody would have asked me that, I'd have been like, well, shit, a lot, damn it. I regret a lot, you know what I'm saying? But in this journey of healing and becoming and learning about what it is to be a spiritual being, having a physical experience, learning about that, you know, I don't regret any of it because all of it has made me who I am. All of it. Every trauma, every big T trauma, every little T trauma, everything that, you know, I may have done or could have deterred or whatever it is, you know, it all has made me who I am today. And this story, like you said, is going to touch lives. This story is going to help people. This voice is going to speak for the voiceless, you know, and that's the point of it all. You know, that's the point of it all.
That's an amazing answer, and that's the answer I was looking for.
Yes.
If a genie gave you three wishes, what would it be?
Oh Lord, listen, I'm gonna be like, I don't mess with genies, I mess with Jesus. So I'm gonna have to holler at, you know, my homie over here. I'm not messing with y'all. But for the sake of conversation, for you know the podcast, um,
Now that's real, yo. Yo, there's no wrong answer, and there's really no wrong question, right?
right, period,
Right?
period. And that's why I
Word.
say, you know what I'm saying? It all is how you take it. Like I could have taken it and been like, oh no, I don't do that. I mess with Jesus, da, da, da. But you know what I'm saying? It's all how you take it and who you are. If you know who you are and you know how you come in, that's it. Okay? That's
Mm-hmm.
it. So
Mm-hmm.
right there, you know, with that being said, I really, and even these past few weeks, like, and I watched that, oh my gosh, the interview that you did with Millie.
Millie went crazy.
Jesus.
She went crazy, yo. And she made sure that we gonna redirect
Oh,
this right back to God every time. Like,
period. Redirect. You know, and I love that every time. And I said, Millie, if you don't get him, I said, I love it. I said, God is good. I
if she
said,
had me shaking at first in my boots, I guess that was supposed to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Because it
Amen.
was just like, oh, where should I? Oh, I'm trying to give her the question. She like, nah,
No,
we
she's
gonna
like,
keep it
nah,
right
this
here.
is what it is. This is what
Right.
it is.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
Millie energy for real.
I
But no,
appreciate Millie for that,
oh
man.
my
And
gosh. And can I just say I'm so proud of you? Like what? What are you doing? What are you doing over here on Remember Repeat?
yo, sis, it's the vibration, yo. No cap.
Yes.
It's the vibration and the cause. The cause is a very great cause. So it's like you don't speak to certain people if you're not in the same vibration.
Period.
You know what I mean? Not
And
saying
that's why I'm so proud of you. That's why I know where you have been at a certain peak in your vibration and in what you're doing, and that is why these people are coming to you. And I just got to big you up and give you your props and give you your flowers for that. And when you asked me, I was like, that is an honor. Yes, I will. Like, I big you up for real for that. Like, you're doing your thing. And you had Brandon Boyd. I said, what? I said, the big dogs is coming out for my guy. Like, are we? Come on.
yo, and the thing is, it's so genuine. Like it's not
Genuine.
like they felt like anything else. Like I hit them and they was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Millie was like, let's do it tomorrow. I was shaking. I was like, yo, bro, I gotta write down these
She's like,
questions.
hold
Like,
on, let me get my
you know what I mean?
questions.
Yo, it was real. So that's crazy. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Okay, so back to the question today. We just went off.
genies, yeah.
Um,
Three wishes.
right, right. 3 wishes. So honestly, and why I said Millie is because, how she just, like, I loved how she was just honest and she was raw about what she was saying. And if you know who you are and how you come in, that's just how you need to be. So for a genie, I would only ask for one wish, and that one wish would be to go sit at the feet of Jesus for real and go talk to
Mm,
him.
mm,
Tell me
mm,
about me. I want to know
mm,
about me. Tell me what you know
mm.
about me. I don't want to hear about what
Uh,
I think about me or about what the world thinks. Like, tell me what you know about me.
yeah.
Because you know what he says in the Bible? What? Oh my God. Like, I want to hear from you what you really got to say about me. You know every strand of hair on my head. You knew me before I was put into flesh and put into my mother's womb and sent here. Who is that? Tell me about her. Tell me who she is.
Mm-hmm,
That's what my wish would be. Go send me to the
mm-hmm,
feet of Jesus so I can ask him.
mm. My God, man, that's so powerful, man. That's the most powerful one I think I asked
Mm.
on the three genie one. You know what I mean? I don't know if I got with that with Millie, but if I did, I know she redirected me.
She most
You know what I
definitely
mean?
did.
I know she redirected me and was like, listen, you better listen.
It
You
ain't
know what
none
I
of
mean?
that.
But yeah, man, that's so good, sis. That's so good.
Yes.
All right. Now we're gonna jump into the 5 for 5, right?
5 for 5,
If you
yes.
go to Wendy's, you can get you a 4 for 4. But
Period.
over here, you can
Yep.
get you a 5 for 5. You know what I mean? We doing the 5 for 5. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
So top 5 shows.
Ooh. You know what's so crazy? I don't even watch TV. Listen to me. I don't watch TV. Listen, I be watching YouTube, listening to podcasts, and I be on Go
I
Live.
understand.
Okay.
I
And that's
understand.
about it. That's about it, boo.
I understand.
So if I
And
have to
and
talk
and those
about,
that's actually those that are focused, I understand. I understand.
it's it. But I will give you some things to plug into. I will give you some things to, tap in. Obviously, Go Live sessions. If you're not plugged in with our organization, get plugged in with our organization. It's Rich People TV, baby. Go ahead and get you on Go Live so that you can learn how to send this money to work. Okay. Let this money
Yes.
go clock in so that you can chill.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
Definitely
go.
get you on some Go Live. For YouTube, I love podcasts. Okay. So Jay Shetty. I love me some Jay Shetty. He is amazing. If you have not listened to his On Purpose podcast, go do that. Also, the Nice and Neat podcast. I don't know if you know about that, but it is a group of men, 3 men. And when I tell you it is 3 Black kings giving super insights on everything, okay? Everything from financial, emotional, spiritual, dealing with, your woman, relationships, career, no matter what it is. Nice and Neat podcast. It's fire. Refreshing to listen to some Black kings talking like that, okay?
Yes.
What
Yes.
else? That's 2. That's the last 3 I gave you. What else? What else can I give you? Um, Definitely some audiobooks. I would definitely go ahead and get you on some audiobooks. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
know Matthew McConaughey. I don't know if you know who that is. I love you. I love me some Matthew McConaughey, little country boy. Love him.
Mm-hmm.
He has a book. It's Green Light. It's on Audible. I love it. It's a story about him, his life, but he really goes deep, and it's like it's relaxing to listen to. You know what I'm saying? You got that country drawl. You know what I'm saying? So it's really dope. Definitely tap into that. And what else? If I could give you one more, um, for my ladies, Sarah Jakes Roberts. For my ladies, Sarah Jakes
Mm.
Roberts. Tap in, tap in, tap in. She has the Woman Evolve podcast. She has, sermons and things like that on her YouTube as well. But definitely the Woman Evolve, the book. Listen to me, my ladies, pair What Happened to You with Woman Evolve by Sarah Jakes Roberts. Baby,
Mm.
it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You will definitely
What
get some
happened when
insight.
women evolve? That's a book.
Yep, Woman Evolve by Sarah Jakes Roberts.
Okay.
She has a whole organization. You know, Woman Evolve is a whole movement, right? But she wrote a book called Woman Evolve as well, and definitely tap into that.
Yes, yeah, yo, sis, you answered that dope because everybody else feel like they gotta answer a show.
Yeah, I can
And
for
that's
real.
why it's like, yo, you really came with the sauce just now. It don't have to just be
Yeah,
Batman or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it can be some real life stuff, you know what I mean? Like
for real.
that's me.
Most
Top
definitely.
5 musicians.
Oh, Jesus. Honestly, I gotta give it. First of all, I gotta give the first two to my siblings. Most definitely, Dre, DRE. If you don't know who that is, pop in on Apple Music, YouTube, all of that.
That's what I'm
Okay,
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
pop in
Let's
on
let's let's
Apple
let's get him
Music.
some love.
Yes, most definitely. Apple Music, DRE. You can also search Dre Williams on any platform as well. My sister, oh my gosh, lyrical geniuses, both of them, lyrical geniuses. My little sister, Zaria, the artist, definitely tap in with her. She's
What's
Zaria,
their
the
names
artist.
again? Let's get it straight so the people
Yeah,
get it. What's their
definitely.
names again?
So at Zaria, 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 the artist, with 2 T's at the end. And then my little brother, I got Dre, DRE, Dre Williams. And yeah, my fam just popped up. What up, fam? She just dropped
You know what I
Heartbroken in the
mean?
track. All up on
That's
Apple
what's up.
Music. Go ahead and Apple Music, search that most definitely. Um, yeah. So most definitely
Yo,
gotta give it
that's
up
me.
to the fam. Gotta give it up to them because lyrical geniuses, like I said. And then music. I'm really an old soul, so I really like, for me, throwback stuff. I love me some Anthony Hamilton, I love me some Charlie Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Old soul over here. I love Lauryn Hill. Who else we got? I really just I've been on my R&B lately. I've been on my old soul. So, I love me the trap music all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Bump it. But lately it's really just been about that soul work and that soul care. So I've been diving deep into the old school. So that's where I've been. Yeah.
Let's go. That's what it is, sis. Um, Top 5 movies. I know you don't watch TV,
Oh
so
my
we gotta get.
goodness. Listen,
You can
movies.
even go back. You can go back into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let me see. Throwback, The Golden Child. That was a movie me and my father used to watch. That was my shit with my dad. Throwback movie. What else? Damn, movies, man. Always got to do the old schools, the paid in fulls, the bellies. You know what I'm saying? We got to
Let's
go
fucking go.
throwbacks with those. We got to hit those, okay? We got to hit those.
Let's
Shotas
go.
too.
Let's
Shotas.
go.
Let's
I
get
ain't
it.
see
Let's
that
get
one
it.
coming, sis. I ain't see that coming.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, let's.
The Never Die Alones. Like, those are my dad, man. Me and my dad, for real. What else? I like the chick flicks too, the Notebooks, the Eat, Pray, Loves, the Mona Lisa Smiles, the throwbacks. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's a range really for me. I love movies. I love the arts, really acting. So for me, it's like, put something on. Let's get deep. Let's get it.
Right. Yeah, that's me. Top 5 phones.
What was it?
What was your top 5 phones growing up? The
Phone.
phones. That's culture right there. That's culture.
Not the phone.
That's culture. I ain't asked nobody that question, and I knew. I said, hold on. That's kind of culture right there.
Not
Like,
the phones. Oh my God. Okay. So let me see back to what I had. Definitely had a sidekick. Definitely had me a razor.
oh shit. Yo, I just was saying that's in my top 5. Go ahead though.
Yeah, definitely had a sidekick. Definitely had a razor. The BlackBerry, I guess, like I messed with it a little bit, but not really. We definitely had the little bleeps, the fucking Nokias. Okay, definitely had those. And definitely the little Obamas. You remember the little Obamas?
Little Obama, those is good. Those is good. They came
We had
through.
the Obamas, yo. So I guess those are my 5 right there.
yo, I knew this was going to be mad funny. That was a funny
I
ass question.
did. You really said phones. I said, wait a minute.
Yo, you the first one
Yes.
that answered that shit. I ain't asked nobody that question
Listen,
about the
I'm
phones.
honored.
That was
I'm honored to
dope.
have that question. That was a dope ass question.
Top 5 books.
Oh my goodness. Yes, let's get into it. I would definitely I would definitely say in Oprah. What else? Think and Grow Rich. I definitely love Think and Grow Rich, especially about sex.
They trying to stop greatness. They trying to stop greatness. Right as soon as we get to the books, they trying to stop greatness. Everybody stay on the line, though. It's just about to pull through. Oh, there you go. It went out. Stay on the line. We about to end. We gonna keep it clean. The live almost over. We gotta respect each other's time. The live is almost over. We gonna get Dez back in. You in here, Dez?
You can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Bet.
They can't stop greatness. Don't worry, they can't stop it.
Anyway, talk
Nah,
about. So
I
I said, what
mean,
happened
it
to you?
happens.
Can you hear me okay? Yeah.
Yeah, Think and Grow Rich.
Yep. So yeah, Think and Grow Rich. Especially about sexual transmutation. If you don't know what that is, if you haven't dove into sexual transmutation, please dive into it, baby. Okay, all of y'all on this call, dive into it. Okay, because you need to learn about it. Think and Grow. That's the only reason why I said Think and Grow. Rich Dad Poor Dad. I also love as well. Definitely tap into Rich Dad Poor Dad. What else have I read most recently? Right now I'm tapping into Atomic Habits. So Atomic Habits, I believe by James Clear. Definitely tap into that as well. It's about, creating and breaking habits and what it is. Again, dive into the mind and what it takes to really, do that. And what else? And I would also, if you have not gotten into the good book, baby, get you into your Bible, please. Get into your Bible, because that is the only book that reads you as you read it. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? Get into your Bible. And if, like I said before, if you have any like feelings about it, you know what I'm saying? Go into it for yourself and in a new space. Not with anybody else's bias or for anybody else. This is for you and the relationship that you need to build with the one that created you. Period. You know what I'm saying? I know you want to dive into the universe, but don't you want to talk to the person that made the universe? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. But anyway, I digress.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yo, sis, listen, man. Like I asked, well, let me ask you, again, right? We would like to have you back on the show again. You know what I mean?
No
And
question.
yes. And we're gonna promote you. We're gonna promote you on this show. Anytime you do
Yes.
something, we're gonna promote you, because at the same time it's a family thing. It's not like any of us is even out here trying to get paid for this at the moment. We literally out here working to make sure we get this information to other people and help other people. That's the unselfish thing that's going on over here, you know what I mean? And
Setting the foundation.
just giving us all a platform.
Period.
You feel me? From the beginning to whatever heights we reach, giving us the platform to speak, and for people to get to know us too, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Word, you
Period.
know what I mean?
Period. And that's
Yo,
how I know, this divine interaction, divine intervention. Like, for real, when we met, I wasn't even supposed to be sitting over there by you. I wasn't even supposed to be sitting over there. I was not
shit
even
don't
supposed to
make
be sitting over there. And it was like, oh, there's a little seat over there. Can me and my wife sit together? I said, sure. Yeah, I love it. Go ahead.
You right. You did. Yeah, you did let them sit, and then came over, and it was like, and that seat was open, and it
Mm-hmm.
just so happened that it was just like the book, and then, yo, where you going? Oh, you
Yeah.
about to go? What? I'm about to go
It's
to IM.
fam.
What you like? We family already, so that's
Yes.
amazing, sis. And I appreciate your vibe. You know what I mean? Genuinely
Of course.
appreciate just the answers, appreciate you for being you on this show,
Amen.
right? Because
Amen.
I could say, oh, your answers, but the answers came from you. You know what I mean? And man, I just can't wait to change the world with my people around me. You know what I mean? Because we
Period.
we we on it. We like the Justice League. We on it. You know what I
That's
mean?
it. That's it.
Let's
Having the
go.
wealth conversation around the world, around the
Let's
world.
go.
That's the
Shout
goal.
out.
And I just want to give it back to you as well and give you your flowers again and say that I'm proud of you and thank you for giving me this space to come and share the things that I've been learning and pour into the people what I've been pouring into me. It's a beautiful thing. And I definitely see big things for you. You are doing big things in the industry for the people and the culture. I'm proud of it. You for your family. You know what I'm saying? I know you said you were married. I heard that you got a wife. I know you
Yeah,
got kids.
we engaged, but yeah,
Yes,
just we didn't
amen.
do the ceremony yet, but it's going down.
Amen. So congratulations on that. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. And you already know all the way, whenever I can come support, whenever I can pop up, whatever you need, you already know. You already
Yo,
know.
listen, sis, I appreciate you for being a sister to me, for being
Yeah.
another person that I can just be like, yo, this is my people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we all in different places. Look at that. That's amazing. You know what I
Got
mean?
it.
Yo, sis, man, thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Des, y'all go follow her. Y'all go check out what she got going on. I know it's a lot more coming. You know what I mean?
Oh.
This I know for a fact. Why? Because she's
Listen,
not
and I've been
Twitter.
on a little hiatus, you know what I'm saying? I've been on a little, I had to back, like I said, healing and doing my thing, you know, and I popped
Yeah.
back up for my bro because I was like, listen, he said he wanted me to pop up. I'm popping up and we're going to give the value to the people. So I want to say to you, thank you, because
Yeah.
you just helped pull me out of a space just by asking me to do this and asking me to be on live. I appreciate you. And I want to make sure that I give that to you as well. So thank you for that. And you know what I'm saying? You a brother to me as well. And it's all love all day.
Shout outs to the wealth conversation, man. Shout outs
Yes.
to Des, man. Y'all
Yes.
go up to the top of the link. Y'all click that right there and y'all follow her. If not, y'all gonna see her all through the Read, Remember, Repeat platform because I'm sharing all my people. This is a family. Let's go.
Yes.
Sis,
Make sure you save this live because I want it too. I
guarantee.
want it too.
Guarantee. You already know. You can't
Yes.
let it, I can't let it just you know what I mean? But
No.
enjoy the day, man. Enjoy.
Yes.
Phenomenal day to you, sis. Phenomenal
Yes.
night.
Phenomenal day. Peace out,
All
y'all. Peace
right.
and love.